Well, thank you very much for joining us and being part of our course here at Grace about serving the city and uh, racial conversations and the church. And so we were just curious to hear a little bit more about why you and your husband started Amy's Mercado, just a little history about what the shop means to you personally, and then we'll get into some more conversation about the community you're trying to serve and whatnot. So just a quick history about what is Amy's Mercado and why do you do what you do?
Oh, okay. I will try to make it short. And this is 20 years ago, and we used to live in Texas, and we decided to do a business, a small business. When we started, our main thing was to do injera, which is the bread, Eritrean and Ethiopian. And at that time in Houston, there were not a lot of Eritrean or Ethiopians, so we knew we had to move somewhere. And so we find out about Amy's. That's her name. Her name was Amy, the previous owner, and that was the very first store in Seattle. Ethiopian. She was Ethiopian, and when we find out it was for sale, we came here and we loved the weather coming from Houston, and so we decided to move here, and we moved here, and we bought the business, and we did a lot of change. That time it was only the bread, the injera. And then we moved on a few years later on. We used to sell like meat, which is a fresh meat, butcher meat, and we did that. And then we started getting tired, and my husband worked very, very long hours during those times. And our daughter, she's 22 now, and so we decided that I dedicate my time to her. So I said I was not going to open the restaurant until she graduated high school. And the same year when she graduated high school, and we used to be on Cherry Street on East Cherry. Then we moved to Hillman City, and then we opened a restaurant and a cafe and a pastry. I started doing all that. Now I'm there all day. She doesn't need me anymore. Yes.
That's great. Well, Judy, we love your food, and my family's been down there, just delicious food. And I think when the pandemic hit, we, as a church, we wanted to come alongside of local businesses, particularly Black and Brown owned businesses, and buy food and distribute that food to New Horizons, homeless shelter, and other places around the city. How has the pandemic, affected your business, and how are things going during this difficult time?
It is kind of mixed because at the beginning, like everybody else, we didn't know what to expect. We were not even sure if we can stay in the business just by delivery through those Uber, DoorDash, and then pickup only. And but fortunately, I mean, especially me, I've been in America the majority of my life. Uh, but I never felt like I am a part of Americans. That I always used to feel like I'm outsider, being a foreigner, having an accent and all that. But the support we got from all area and our area, Hillman City, in Hillman City, Columbia. I mean, just to name few. Uh, and then from you guys, I mean, not even close to us. I didn't even know how you heard about us. Now, when I saw you, I was like, okay, is that how the connection was? So, and then I remember it was Pastor, first, I'm sorry, forgive me, I forgot the name, but, and when I said that, I was gonna give you guys a discount, and what he said was, no, we are trying to support you and then feed the shelter also. And this was over the phone, and I remember I teared, and my husband looked at me and I says, wow, this is a really, really true Christian. I mean, this is something, hey, let me take advantage of this time. You know, you're not even doing good. So give me this, give me that. No, no. So um, it was scary, but we are really blessed. We're still in the business. Every time I go somewhere and I see, especially small businesses that is closed down for good, my heart breaks because I know small business is hard. It's very hard to run, and most of small businesses is always run by a family. When that shop closes or that restaurant, you know, that affects the whole family. And that's something now my husband and I is thinking about a lot, is like, maybe this is not a good idea, both of us in here. Because you got a mortgage to pay, you got to have a daughter, we still pay for the college. And so it's still scary, but we're here. And we both believers and we both Christians, and we just pray and say this is all in God's hand. If this doesn't work out, there is something else there. But as human, you always go in and out. But really, really, the support we got from Americans in general. This is, I always say I grow up here. This is majority of my life. I grow up here, but you always feel like a foreigner. It's always something that like, okay, how do you do this? What do they mean by that? What is it? Am I doing it right? Did they misunderstood me or what? You know, but the bottom line is love and care and care, and it taught me a lot that you know, with everything we have to give. There's less fortunate people than us, so. We still here, thank God. We pray a lot, and our family always pray about us. And we got called from overseas, and everybody, when the restaurant shut down, they were like, what are you guys gonna do? What are you doing? Is your house paid off? Like, no, you're kidding, no. And so, but you know, we pray and then we have peace within inside, and then we go on. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Judy, for your time. I know Jeremy kind of had a closing question for you.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey there. I always I love coming in and seeing you and your husband, and it's always so nice and peaceful in there, and I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you guys a little bit more.
Thank you.
Jason, I'm not sure what the question was that I was supposed to ask. I started it.
No, that's
but I'm
okay.
not sure.
I think, well, we're short on time, but I'm curious, just we wanted to say thank you and just kind of let you, Judy, address.
You're welcome, and thank you so much.
You know, wanted to let you address the congregation. I guess very quickly though, like, what are your hopes for Hillman City? I mean, you're a little bit south of Columbia City. Like, I know that you have a lot of customers in the neighborhood. You know, if you had just a short 15 seconds, like, well, what's your message for the neighborhood down there?
Oh, well, my message to the neighborhood is the idea when we opened the restaurant, the way I set it up, I was the one who did everything. I wanted to be family oriented. People to come there with their kids and have what, you know, that's why like actually we like the first one, Eritrean Ethiopian. I mean, we're from Eritrea. My husband Eritrean, born and raised in Ethiopian, but none of the food that we do is like served in sandwich and stuff. And my hope was, you know, to be a part of the community. People can come there and meet, have coffee, and come after church, or you know. So I really hope we'll be like a center of community. Yeah. You know, I before the COVID, we had some women church. They meet there every week, and I want it to be more as a community thing. People can just come and go and feel comfortable, meet people, and unite.
That's great. That's great.
Yes.
Well, Judy, we're going to send a blessing, financial blessing, to Amy's Merkato, and
thank you so much.
we love your business, and we're with you and your husband, and very thankful for you. Did you have anything you just wanted to say to Grace Church?
I really, right now, I work 6 days, and my goal is to be off on Sunday. And I want to join your church one Sunday service at least. I want to come, and God is everywhere. I know, but I mean, Jeremy is a great person. He's very patient. He, like last time, he knows what happened. When that happened, my husband and I was taught was the same thing. Something went wrong, either his family or him. He not like that. Something went wrong. So I want to meet, people, more people I meet as. It's great, and thank you so much. By the way, this is the very first Zoom I did. My daughter is here helping me, so I hope I did okay. And I don't want to make it too long. Okay.
No, you did great.
You did
Thank you
great.
so much, Judy.
Thank you so much. Thank you, and God bless you guys.
God bless.
You too, yeah.
Okay. All right.